Hey everyone, and welcome to a cosmic journey into the fascinating world of space travel. When we think about astronauts venturing into the great unknown, we often picture them in their sleek spacesuits, gazing down at our blue planet. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the everyday items they have to leave behind? You see, space travel is a delicate dance between cutting-edge technology and the unforgiving realities of the cosmos. What may seem like a simple pleasure on Earth can be a logistical nightmare in space. In this video, we're going to explore some of the surprising things astronauts can't take with them on their missions. From the limitations of spacecraft to the unique challenges of living in zero gravity, we'll uncover the reasons behind these restrictions and delve into how they impact the lives of these real-life space explorers. Get ready for liftoff. So imagine this, you're strapping into a rocket, about to embark on a journey to the International Space Station. You're surrounded by years of training, cutting-edge technology, and enough freeze-dried ice cream to satisfy your sweet tooth in zero gravity. But here's the catch, every single gram you bring on board comes at a cost. Launching anything into space requires immense amounts of fuel. And fuel, my friends, is heavy. Every extra ounce translates to more fuel needed, which means more weight. And you see where I'm going with this. It's a delicate balancing act, and sometimes something has to give. Think of it like packing for a camping trip. But instead of your car, you're dealing with a vehicle that's escaping Earth's gravitational pull. You wouldn't bring your entire wardrobe, right? You'd prioritize the essentials, sturdy boots, a warm sleeping bag, the essentials for survival. In space, those essentials translate to oxygen, food, water, scientific equipment, the things that keep astronauts alive and allow them to carry out their mission-critical tasks. There's simply not enough room for frivolous extras when every cubic centimeter of space and every gram of weight is carefully accounted for. To put things into perspective, the average cost per pound to launch something into orbit is around $10,000. You read that, right, $10,000 for a single pound. Suddenly that extra pair of shoes doesn't seem so important anymore, does it? And it's not just about weight, either. Spacecraft have limited storage space, kind of like a super efficient high-tech Tetris game. Every item from toothbrushes to laptops has to be specially designed to fit snugly and securely within the designated compartments. So, the next time you're struggling to close your overpacked suitcase, spare a thought for our astronauts. They face the ultimate packing challenge, where every decision, every gram, can impact the success of their mission and the advancement of our understanding of the universe. Talk about pressure. Welcome back, Space Cadets. Now let's talk about a topic that's far from glamorous but absolutely crucial: health and safety in space. You see, sending humans into the harsh environment of space isn't just about getting them there in one piece, it's about ensuring their well-being throughout their entire mission. And that means some pretty strict rules about what they can and cannot bring along. One of the biggest concerns is something we rarely think twice about here on Earth: dust, but not just any dust. We're talking about those tiny, almost invisible particles that can wreak havoc in a microgravity environment. Imagine a rogue breadcrumb floating freely inside a spacecraft. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. In the absence of gravity to pull it down, that tiny crumb could easily float into an air vent, get lodged in sensitive equipment, or even worse, find its way into an astronaut's lungs. And it's not just crumbs we're talking about. Things like hairspray, deodorant, and even certain types of clothing can release particles that can be harmful when inhaled or when they come into contact with sensitive equipment. That's why astronauts have a special, highly filtered environment on board the space station. And to maintain that pristine atmosphere, there's a long list of everyday items that are strictly prohibited. Goodbye, aerosol cans. So much for that fresh-baked bread smell. And let's not even get started on the challenges of enjoying a crunchy bag of chips in zero gravity. But it's not just about physical health either. Mental well-being is equally important, especially when you're confined to a relatively small space, millions of miles away from home. That's why Mission Control takes great care in selecting items that can provide a sense of comfort and familiarity to astronauts during their time in space. Family photos, favorite books, even small mementos from home. These seemingly insignificant items can make a world of difference in boosting morale and reminding astronauts of the life they're working so hard to learn more about. Chapter 30G, Living Adapting to a Weightless World. Alright, space enthusiasts, let's dive into the wonderfully weird world of living in zero gravity. It's not just about floating around like a superhero, although that's definitely a perk. Zero-G affects almost every aspect of daily life, from eating and sleeping to exercising and brushing your teeth. Imagine trying to enjoy a bowl of cereal when your milk won't stay put, or using a regular pen when the ink has no gravity to guide it. These are the challenges astronauts face daily as they adapt to a life where the rules of physics seem to have taken a vacation. Take, for example, the simple act of sleeping. In space, there's no up or down, no sense of being anchored. Astronauts sleep in special sleeping bags strapped to the walls to prevent drifting. And speaking of drifting, let's talk about personal hygiene. Brushing your teeth in zero gravity means every drop of water and globule of toothpaste can turn into a projectile. Astronauts use special toothpaste that can be swallowed and wet their toothbrushes with water from a pouch. Even getting dressed is a new ballgame in space. Without gravity, astronauts use Velcro fasteners and elastic waistbands to keep clothes in place. Many astronauts keep their hair short or tied back to avoid unwanted hair-raising experiences. Chapter 4: Missing Home, the Emotional Side of Space Travel. Hey there, space fans! Today we're going beyond the technicalities of space travel and delving into something deeply human: the emotional impact of leaving Earth behind. Imagine spending months on the International Space Station, orbiting our planet at a staggering speed of 5 miles per second. You're witnessing breathtaking views of Earth, conducting groundbreaking experiments, and pushing the boundaries of human exploration. But amidst all the wonder and excitement, there's a part of you that yearns for the familiar comforts of home. The smell of rain, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the laughter of loved ones. These are the things that no amount of technological marvel can replicate. Astronauts, despite their extraordinary courage and resilience, are not immune to feelings of homesickness and isolation. They miss their families, their friends, their pets, all the things that make life on Earth feel connected and meaningful. So how do they cope with these emotions while being millions of miles away from everything they hold dear? Well, this is where those seemingly insignificant personal items become so much more: a framed photograph of loved ones smiling back at them from a wall in their sleeping quarters, a handwritten letter from a child filled with drawings and words of encouragement, a small trinket that holds special significance, reminding them of a cherished memory or a place they long to return to. These items, carefully chosen and treasured, become lifelines to Earth, offering a sense of comfort, connection, and continuity during long stretches of isolation. They serve as tangible reminders of the people and places that make the journey worthwhile, fueling their determination and reminding them that they're not alone in the vastness of space. Chapter 5: The Future of Space, bringing more of us along for the ride. Welcome back, cosmic explorers. As we look to the future of space travel, one thing is clear: we're not just sending highly trained astronauts anymore. We're talking about space tourism, lunar settlements, even missions to Mars. And you know what that means? We need to start thinking differently about what we bring with us. Because let's face it, no matter how awe-inspiring the cosmos may be, a little touch of home can make all the difference. Imagine a future where spacecraft are equipped with artificial gravity systems, eliminating the need for all those zero-G workarounds. Imagine packing a suitcase full of your favorite clothes, books, and gadgets without having to worry about every single ounce. Imagine sitting down to a meal with friends and family, enjoying fresh food grown in hydroponic gardens on board your spacecraft, no freeze-dried meals in sight. With advancements in 3D printing, we might even be able to create personalized items on demand, using resources readily available in space. Need a new toothbrush? Print one. Craving a specific type of food? Print that too. As we push the boundaries of technology and venture further into the cosmos, our ability to bring more of ourselves along for the ride will only continue to grow. And who knows, maybe one day, packing for a trip to space will be as easy as packing for a weekend getaway. But here's the thing: even as space travel becomes more accessible, it's important to remember that the universe is still a vast and unforgiving place. We'll always need to prioritize safety, sustainability, and the responsible use of resources. But that doesn't mean we can't dream big, does it? So let your imaginations run wild. Envision a future where space travel is no longer limited by what we can and cannot bring, because when it comes to exploring the cosmos, the possibilities are as boundless as the universe itself. From the limitations of spacecraft to the challenges of living in zero gravity, we've explored the many reasons why astronauts can't simply pack their bags and take everything they love with them on their missions. But amidst all the technicalities, we've also uncovered the deep human connection to personal belongings, Especially in the face of such extraordinary experiences, it makes you think, doesn't it? What would you miss the most if you were to travel to space? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more fascinating space-related content. Until next time, keep looking up.